Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, we've got to talk about the Try Guys. Now, it is just, in the most respectful way, the Try Guys have seemingly just had not the greatest last year business-wise, because as we're aware, it was the four guys, you know, and then the Ned drama happened with Ned literally cheating on his wife, who was also a member of behind the scenes of the Try Guys. And that was huge, obviously, on the internet because they were the perfect, you know, couple. And he was cheating on someone who was also a worker on the Try Guys behind the scenes. And it was this big, big, big mess, clearly. And so Ned left the Try Guys, and then it was the three guys. And now Eugene has left. Now, Eugene was always the favorite member. Like, I don't want to say that because obviously I'm going to get so many comments right now being like, well, Eugene wasn't my favorite member, Adam. But with the response to Eugene leaving the Try Guys, it's very clear that he's one of the more adored members. And he definitely is a crowd favorite. He was always my favorite. And he was actually my gay awakening as well. Hey, Eugene. So he was definitely my favorite as well. And he's now left the Try Guys. And again, it just seems that there are so many changes happening for the Try Guys and just like one hit after the next. A lot of people are not happy about this, obviously, because, you know, people got accustomed to Ned leaving and now they're getting accustomed to Eugene and everyone's like, okay, so now at this stage, it's just the two guys. Now, they're bringing on a bunch of new members and people don't like that as well. So we're going to dive in. We're going to watch a little bit of the opening of the new Try Guys video when they're describing it. And then we're going to get to Eugene talking about why he left. It was just posted, so I haven't even seen it yet. I also haven't seen this one yet, so let's get into it. This is them describing the new Try Guys, so let's see.
Hi. Last year we made a video telling you that the Try Guys is changing.
It was sort of spooky, right? What?
Unintentionally ominous.
It really was spookier than we thought it was going to be. But we talked about how the Try Guys is changing, and there were going to be changes to come, and other announcements to come, and here it is. Here's the announcement time. It's happening. But before we get to the announcements, one really cool thing is that we are 10 years old this year. We've been making content on YouTube for 10 years. Very few people have the honor and privilege of doing that, and we feel
we're so lucky. It is
the no inclusion of Ned, by the way. Good.
The greatest ride of our lives, and it is all thanks to you. You are the best part of all of this. The community that we've built here, reading your comments, seeing your photos, taking pictures with you, seeing pictures of your cat watching Eat the Menu.
I see them. I don't know why your cat's watching either, but I do love it. All those things, they really do remind us how lucky we are, how happy we are.
Getting a Try Guys tattoo is crazy, and that is someone who has a tattoo of Madonna, Bonnie Tyler, Mariah Carey, Paris Hilton, fucking other ones as well that I can't remember off the top of my head. But getting a tattoo of a YouTuber is crazy. And again, you could say the same as me. I have a Garfield tattoo, that one. But getting a tattoo for the Try Guys, all love, you know? Okay.
We are, how cool it is that we get to do what we do, and you're the reason we do it.
All we care about is making stuff that you truly love. But to get to you, we got to go through the algorithm.
You guys know that YouTube is run by an algorithm, and if you don't know that, then just think about how 5 years ago, whatever you watched on YouTube, the YouTube homepage, it looked different.
YouTube changes all the time. And as the algorithm changes, creators need to change to keep up with it. That can be anything from escalating thumbnails to fast text on screen to YouTube trying to become the next TikTok or, God forbid, sad couch videos to get your attention. We would never.
Lots of creators benefit from...
Oh, sorry, that completely went over my head, but that was them talking about when they sat down to talk about Ned leaving and the cheating scandal and stuff. Sorry, that went completely over my head. Sorry, I'm like, when are they going to announce Eugene leaving? I'm so focused on that. Sorry, that went completely over my head.
From that algorithm. We have benefited from the algorithm. But as the algorithm changes, if you don't change with it, you will not get surfaced, which means you won't even see our videos on your homepage.
And all this really just means that we're not always able to make the videos you tell us you love the most. God forbid then a video gets demonetized because, I don't know, I say the word butthole.
That did happen.
These are all layers that separate us and you. We wanna
get rid of them.
We wanna touch you.
Well, there's probably a better way to say that.
So moving forward, we're at a crossroads, right?
Oh my god, I'm just reading the bio. Are they launching? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So they're launching their own subscription for $5 a month to create content, which is, in theory, just like a Patreon or something. And a lot of people are going to like it. However, there was a scandal recently. What was it? Oh my god, I didn't cover it. But there was like creators online put their content behind a paywall or something, or they subscription or something, and then the entire internet turned against them, and then they went back on it. What was that? Help me out in the comments down below. Oh my god, I didn't know who it was, and I didn't cover it. Like, these really big creators, I think, had like put their content behind a paywall or something, and they got so much backlash that they had to walk back on the decision, and they said that they would release the content but just delayed. What was it? Anyways, this is giving very much so that, you know what people don't love is whenever, you know, they have been there for so long and they've gotten the content for free. And by the way, content on YouTube, creators aren't doing it for free. They are making money, you know, so you are making money doing YouTube. People have a big problem with this because this isn't like a Patreon. Well, actually, I want to hear what they want to say, but if it's what I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to let them describe it first because I don't want to speak for them.
We have two options. We can be successful on YouTube by making stuff that we and you guys don't truly love, or
we can slowly fade away into irrelevancy, making cool shit that the algorithm doesn't care about. So with those two roads, we have been thinking about how do we pave a new one.
which is why
Hey, we're launching a subscription streaming service. Our shows are coming straight to you. No ads, no algorithm BS, no clickbait thumbnails, just the good stuff.
And it's going to allow us, I'm talking you, watching, and us to be directly connected with nothing else in the way so we can make the shows you want to see and nothing. It's a streaming service, and it's available worldwide. It's an app for your TV, phone, computer, tablet.
That's the best thing I've ever tasted.
Okay, now I'm even more interested as to why Eugene has left. Okay, here's my thing. This is the concept of a Patreon or an OnlyFans or something like that, right? Like paying to get content. It's very common. However, the audience doesn't like the idea that they would have to pay for everything, which is why Patreons work, because you subscribe to a Patreon to support your favorite creator and you get extras, you get extra content, you get, you know, whatever. But if people feel that they have to pay money to just get you, that's what people have a problem with. I'm really intrigued as to why Eugene has left now that they're launching this. Again, I don't see a problem, and I agree with their points on, oh my god, that video they did on the sofa was a year ago. Fuck, time flies. I don't see any problem with, you know, content behind paywalls. Like, you know, you've got to make money, especially if you're putting a lot of effort in. However, normally people don't love that. And also, like, in the most respectful way, like, if people have had access to you on a free platform and they're willing to watch ads, you know, we're, like, again, this goes for Patreon and stuff as well, but I hate to be that person, but, like, there are a lot of people out there that, you know, that $5 would be getting food or watching the Try Guys, you know? So I'm really intrigued as to why Eugene has left now. At this, like, the Try Guys, like, it just seems like it's, like, falling apart. And I know they're launching these entire new members and stuff, but, like, the Try Guys as we know it obviously is not a thing anymore, and I don't know if Ned leaving, you know, from the cheating scandal was really the nail in the coffin or what, but I'm very intrigued to see why Eugene has left.
Ready.
Oh, so dramatic already. Very dramatic. Oh, 2 big sighs in the first 12 seconds. This is gonna be good.
Dear friends, well, it's my time. I've I've wanted to have this heart-to-heart with y'all for quite a while now. It is with immense gratitude and unconditional love for Zach, Keith, our partners, our staff, and all of you who have supported us that I'm announcing my official departure from the Try Guys. After 10 profoundly impactful years, my time here on YouTube has come to an end. There's no version of this announcement in which I can properly express how emotional this moment is for me, how hard it is to close such a meaningful chapter of my life. But in the spirit of so much of my digital work, I'm gonna give it one last try. I want to preface this by giving my heartfelt thanks to Zach and Keith, my bespectacled baby brothers, my tall and tiny nerd. I have no idea how we ended up on this wild journey together, but I couldn't have asked for better, smarter, weirder, funnier, and above all, kinder individuals to have ridden alongside. It's been a great, irreplicable honor that I will always treasure. And though our time in viral videos may be over, our friendship is forever. Even if I'll hate it when your spawn call me Gunkle in the future, I shall.
Okay, this is really interesting. I'm very curious as to what is going on here. Are the Try Guys going to be making content still on YouTube? I'm sure they would have said in their video, but I don't care. Like, I don't care enough to watch the entire. Like, I'm not watching a big fucking promotion for their new page. I mean, the site looks beautiful. I mean, yeah, of course, it looks great. It's really interesting, this time frame. I would assume that just they were going to be signing up to a new workload doing this subscription service to make it worth it, and just Eugene didn't want to be a part of that. Again, the idea of what you're subscribing to when you subscribe to the Try Guys now is not what the Try Guys was. But also, to be sympathetic towards them, you know, they started on BuzzFeed, and they blew up on BuzzFeed. They were one of the favorites, and then they created a YouTube channel and they left BuzzFeed, and I'm sure they didn't think they were going to be doing it for 10 years, and the audience got attached, obviously, and they probably got attached to each other, and then they grew apart. I'm sure the Nad cheating scandal had a big impact on them, and I'm sure as well there was probably a little bit of Eugene that saw Nad leave the Try Guys and was probably a little bit wanting to try that himself, even if Nad is hated and, you know, Eugene is loved. This is really interesting. It's like a lot of big change for the Try Guys. Not a good year for them.
Trying to become the best goddamn gay uncle in recorded human history. Keith, you are such a shining light. Truly the most physically gorgeous specimen alive, with those long legs and huge mouth. After today, you are undeniably the hottest Try Guy. Zach, you're an absolute rock star. Every opinion you have is 100% correct. And I want to proclaim on record that I am the Letty Ortiz to your Dom. Guys, come on, I'm not saying all of this.
No, this is so much better than I ever imagined. Keep going, keep going.
Yes, the more emotional you get, the more everyone's gonna be okay with it.
Can you cry on cue? That would be so good for them.
Oh my gosh, the crying in the thumbnail, that'd be tits! Give it to us!
Rachel, will you please make them stop?
Yeah, you can't do this. It's a sincere video. You can't make him fake cry.
Okay.
Make him take off his shirt so we can objectify him one more time.
Being naked would be tits!
If y'all are gonna keep doing this, then just come over here and join me in presenting a few points.
Okay, so should we do the whole 3 guys, 1 couch?
Absolutely not.
Kind of invented the couch, but okay.
Whatever.
That being said, the 3 of us have always held
Okay.
a mutual empathetic understanding about when the right time was for me to take a bow.
Some of you may have seen this coming for a while, as Eugene's schedule has gotten busier over the past few years. We thank you for your patience regarding a formal clarification. We wish we could have told you sooner, but certain circumstances outside of our control kind of challenged the 3 of us to come together in solidarity, and I'm very...
Okay, so they're basically saying there that Eugene was planning on leaving before the Nad scandal, and then during the Nad scandal they had to come together because that was probably the most media attention they had ever gotten in their entire life. Like, again, when dramas happen and like a year passes, we really do forget how big they were in the moment, but that was a huge fucking thing. Literally people in my like old school were messaging me about it because they knew I was covering it, and they were like, oh my god, what is going on? So that's really interesting to hear that Eugene was planning on leaving before that. So that's over a year that Eugene has been making content with the Try Guys, not wanting to make it, but feeling like, God, if we lose another member, what's going on here? But yeah, if Eugene had left a year ago and then the Nad scandal happened and Nad had to leave, the Try Guys would have been over. So Eugene sticking it out is what saved the Try Guys, actually.
Very glad that we did.
Me too. So, I'd like to reiterate, in case anyone misinterprets this as some kind of interpersonal ill will, that this is the furthest thing from drama. We have been through the worst version of that together. And all of my decisions have been made in consideration of what we built. And these two will always have my undying support, even if it happens to be from afar.
As you've witnessed with other notable goodbyes this year, there's a myriad of motivations for YouTubers to step away. Some are retiring, others are burnt out.
There's a lot of YouTubers that have been leaving the platform, which is what's being referenced here. And Eugene is from a similar time period as a lot of them on BuzzFeed. Now, again, a lot of YouTubers are leaving the platform now to pursue families, to pursue jobs that are not YouTube. A lot of them have made enough money that they just are able to walk away. Oh my God, must be lovely. And also a lot of them, like Eugene, Emma Chamberlain, are being offered mainstream, career moves. And they're taking them, and it's, hard to juggle both. And I think it's a very valid reason to leave. I'm just intrigued to see how much this is going to impact the overall Try Guys and the vibe of it. But I guess the loyal viewers, there we go, will be there to stick around for it.
Have issues with the platform itself, as you've heard us talk about before. But again, our shows, they're not leaving YouTube at all.
Yeah, he's leaving.
He's leaving.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
We're
They're
not.
staying. But it's still a very personal decision for me, which I'll expand on later in this video. Rest assured, the three of us have been discussing and planning these major changes together for a very long time now.
Of course, there's really no perfect time for this. This was always going to be bittersweet, and we know that. We agreed, though, that now makes the most sense, considering all the exciting new things that are happening at the company and in our lives.
Speaking of which, I just want to say that I'm so proud of these two and our staff for your vision. Did I just elbow your
Yeah,
stomach?
you elbowed my belly.
I'm trying to express affection.
You're almost there.
What do I do instead? If I go down...
If you go down, it will be less affectionate or more affectionate, depending on the type of affection you like to give.
You were telling us how proud you are.
I was, okay. Speaking of which, I am so proud of these two and our staff for your vision and hard work for the next era of Second Try. Now, one of our long-term goals has always been to use the privilege of our platform to expand into a wider cast of diverse voices.
So we like to think that we're not really losing Eugene, but we're gaining so many more perspectives that deserve the opportunity to shine. However, we could not let Eugene go without filming one last season of classic Try Guys videos.
And you can watch those episodes starting tonight at secondtry.tv. They're also
Okay, so they're basically rebranding everything to this second channel. Okay, so that's interesting. Let me pull up a photo of the new cast. I had just heard of the new cast. I haven't seen it yet. I also don't know how many people we're talking here. Where are the new people? Oh, here we go. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Okay, so this is the new cast of the Try Guys. And I think the point that they just said was great, which is we're getting so many new voices, so many different opinions. And ultimately, that will be the great thing. I'm just intrigued to see how people are going to love the idea of everything being behind, like, a subscription paywall. We'll see.
It's going to be here available on YouTube for free at a later time.
Oh.
Either way, I'm going to miss you, buddy.
Yeah, because, we love you.
I love you all too. Come here.
Okay.
Come here. You got it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Transparent about my reasons for leaving YouTube. Now, some of these have been difficult for me to find the confidence to express, but y'all deserve a comprehensive explanation. Well, first, in regards to my time, which is the primary issue we've cited, yes, I have become enormously inundated with work. I'm the busiest I've ever been in my entire life, and I'm so thankful to be committing my blood, sweat, and tears into projects that mean the world to me. Projects that have been in rigorous development for many years, which I'll elaborate more on in a bit. Now, as you know, once they required my undivided attention, I couldn't appear as often as I used to in videos. And it hasn't gone unnoticed how much my gradual withdrawal has upset some of you. And I am truly sorry for that. To express this as simply as possible, working full-time here became untenable. And it's evident that I can't continue keeping one foot in. So this amorphous arrangement where people end up asking the very fair question, is Eugene even a try guy anymore? That will only disappoint all parties involved, especially you, the viewers who have stood by us. So, for clarity's sake, we've decided to establish a clean break, because clean breaks are ultimately better for the healing process. And I sincerely hope to guest star in future videos, and I don't want to risk them being tainted by any embitterment. I want us to collectively look forward to those reunions with joy.
Okay.
Now, on to what I've been working on. My primary passions are writing and directing.
Okay. No. There we go. We have found out that Eugene is leaving because, you know, they're focused on so many different issues or so many different projects. That is very valid. That is very, very, very valid. And also, I liked the way of describing that Zach and Keith said of, you know, we may be losing one voice, but we're bringing on so many others. I think that'll be really an interesting new era of the Try Guys. It is important to note that that's not necessarily what people subscribed for. Like, people didn't subscribe for like this big collab channel like of so many people. They subscribed for the 4 guys and their, you know, dynamics. So it's going to be interesting seeing how the public respond to this, because yes, it's so great that they're bringing on so many people and so many different ideas and opinions and everything, but this is going to be a long process of the viewer getting to know so many people individually the same way they knew all 4 guys. And ultimately, the Try Guys was the 4 guys, not a big company of people, which it kind of has turned into now. So I'm intrigued to see what the public response to the new era is going to be. I'm intrigued to see if Eugene ever comes back for videos. Yeah, it has been a really, really, really interesting year for the Try Guys. It just seems to be like one thing after the next. I think they're handling it the best way they can, but I'm intrigued to see how the response to it is, because I mean their video that they put on the Try Guys channel has like 10,000 dislikes, so there's a lot of people that aren't happy about this. Obviously, again, I did say that Eugene is one of the favorite members, so let me know your opinion on this. I wanted to come on here and talk about it. Let's talk down below. I just want to know what Ned's opinion is of this. All right, I'll see you in my next one, and goodbye.